Hello, this is Stephen Childs, author of the World Fairness Agreement, with its law of fairness that's requiring that we all stop doing each other wrong. And then it's subjective, so somebody will let you know if you're doing them wrong, and you agree to stop doing them wrong. So it's a change of heart. So we all want to help each other rather than compete to defeat. We're agreeing to help everyone succeed. And no one's prosecuted, because this is like a completely new way of governing the world, ruling the world. So it's the law of fairness that governs. We're required to not do other people wrong. So let's talk for a minute about what happens with trade unions. See, we're going to keep the same systems, the same world systems intact, but we just add the World Fairness Agreement to everything. So to trade unions, they would be in compliance with the law of fairness. So what's some complaints people have? Unfair, the unions are unfair to non-union or to companies, the corporations, and so they agree to not be unfair. So we have people with problems of automation on the docks. I was listening to this the other day, and the automation makes it so much simpler for truck drivers to get in and get a box on their trailer and get back out. And it's automation. There's not a person operating the machinery. The machine gets the right box, puts it on the right truck. It's really quick. There's no lines. But the people that were working there, they've lost their job. So these unions, the unions that are, I don't remember the name, sorry, that have had control of the unloading of the ships and the loading of the trucks, they want a good life. See, the law of fairness requires that we all try to create a good life for everyone. So no one is done wrong by the world, by the other people. So where there's people that don't have a job, somebody volunteers to help them out. We have our systems of government can be involved because they're already in the business of regulating and governing. So they would be available to get the people rehired. Maybe we need to relocate to some degree, some people. Maybe we can create another place of employment that they're trained, they end up with a better job than they had before for more money, because there's going to be tons of money available to use. All the wealth of the world is available to make this work. The people that are billionaires, they have a lot of money. They can help with us making this happen. They will not be seen as enemies. They will be seen as heroes. The French Revolution solved the problem of oligarchy with the guillotine. So it really happened. If that was to happen now, you'd see the billionaires of the planet threatened with beheading with the guillotine of the day. It's a violent revolution that takes place. Marxism happened. So So the purpose of the trade unions and unions in general is to make more money, better conditions, less working hours. That's exactly what this is going to do for everyone. Instead of having all these different systems working against each other, all the systems are working to support each other. And we're like children that want to help out. I want to help. This is fun. We're going to help each other succeed. And we won't have hatred and enemies from the non-union and the union, the black and the white, the male and the female, this religion and that religion. Let's talk about coal mines for a second. We're going to want to close them down. Climate degradation from greenhouse gases is largely responsible for the fires in LA. So, the mines close. Those people that were working there, they're going to have a better job for more money with less hours. And is all we need to do is some of the oligarchs can volunteer to get some money available to build a new place of employment at that very location. Nobody has to move away. Those towns and cities, they don't go into poverty and crime and drug addiction. They become happier than ever before. Nobody loses anything. Everybody gains. So, say Musk is known as somebody who provided money for the construction of this new facility that creates things that we need, that are self-sustaining, that are environment friendly. And he's a hero for helping us out with his wealth. So nobody's going to get their property taken. They just are able to use what they have to help out everyone. And in turn, they're heroes, and we help them out. We help their loved ones out. We protect each other from anyone doing us wrong. Nobody's going to do us wrong anymore. Why would someone be a criminal and have people hate them when they don't need to? Somebody's in need, so they call up a line. I need helpline, and people are there. Well, I can help you. I know this person and this person. What do you need? We need somebody to help us over here. Would you help us over here? Well, sure, I'd love to help you make this world go in a better direction. Let's talk about religion for a minute. So, what's your complaint against which religion? Let's hear it. You only got 1 minute. 1 minute method. And then somebody else gets to reply. And they might say they have a complaint against the other religions. Okay. So we all agree to the World Fairness Agreement, and all the religions are going to be helping all the other religions to create a world where everybody benefits. And all of our children and our grandchildren are not going to see war. So the religions don't stop. They have their buildings and they have their doctrines and their principles of worship and so forth. They continue with the World Fairness Agreement at the front of the Bible, or Quran, or Bhagavad Gita, so that what is taught in the religion is to be interpreted in a way to create world fairness for everyone. Let's talk about two main religious ideas: the Bhagavad Gita and the New Testament. So in the Bhagavad Gita, the book of God, just chant Hare Krishna and you're saved. In the New Testament, just admit Jesus is your Savior and you're saved. That's all you have to do. Both are identical in that way. And the Bhagavad Gita is about cousins fighting each other. The New Testament is about the way of a sword, the sword of truth, and families are going to be fighting against families. That's in the book of Matthew. And it's in the second chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, the stress and the difficulty we go through in being against our loved ones. That changes. That fight against each other will end. So it's like Christ consciousness has happened. Christ has returned. It's like Krishna consciousness has happened. Krishna is ruling the world. Krishna is the transcendent self. It says right in their book. The kingdom of the Father is within us. It's not out there. It's a state of mind within. That's right in the book, in the New Testament. The Quran, it's about the wisdom in fearing Allah so that you don't get punished. So how you interpret that is that we fear making bad choices. Surrender to Allah is the solution. What is Allah? It's this same idea of a world where everyone is supported by each other. But the unfair parts interpret those parts in a different way. The Quran, people will have complaints against the Quran, it's not fair to women. So they agree to interpret it so they are fair to women. So the women have an equal voice, and they're saying, this is not fair, you cannot do that in that way because that's not fair. We'll turn that around on you. And there's the world will support us in turning it around on the men. So, see, the whole world will be at everyone's. We got your back. If you're being done wrong, we're helping you to get them to stop doing you wrong. And in so doing, the ones that were doing you wrong are now your hero because they're willing to protect you from that kind of unfairness. So everybody's a hero. They can still practice 5 prayers a day. The Islam doesn't change. Only it becomes fair to everyone. So this is what Allah wants to have happen. Is everybody surrendered to Allah, to Islam, surrender or war. That applies to them. So surrender or war. To being fair to everyone. So it's a matter of reinterpreting what actually makes sense. Common sense. So people think that this is going to do away with religions. No, it's supporting religions. It's protecting them from themselves, from doctrines that they have been subjected to that have been causing them harm. So I ask help from the all-powerful to make this happen. One of the things that's not in the World Fairness Agreement is What I've recently learned just in the past couple weeks, when people do me wrong, I curse them because they're doing me wrong. In what was written in the World Fairness Agreement, it just says that there's some other unseen power that does the punishing for us. Right. Same idea, but I put some language to it that's got some teeth to it. It's like the word God. If you want to keep using the word God, do. Because God is a powerful word, and a curse is a powerful word. So I'm working with what we already have. See what I mean? That's what we're going to do. We're going to work with what we already have, not destroy anything. It's going to comply with the World Fairness Agreement. It's going to comply with the law of fairness. The foundational law of all the laws is to not do someone wrong. That's what the laws are for. Justice for all. So we have all the regulatory laws and we have so many laws that have been required to govern the people. All of those will be interpreted from the point of view, the purpose of these laws and regulations is to create a world where no one is done wrong. So the corporations, the corporate laws, their purpose is to create a world where no one is done wrong. So they're not trying to create unlimited wealth and competing against each other to defeat the other and run the other out of business. Everybody's working in harmony. So people are not going to need to worry about profit. It will just be given to them by us supporting their corporation in its desire to create a better future. And all corporations can get on board with this overnight. And that's what needs to happen. There are so many tragic emergencies that are going to happen if we don't do this. If we do it, we can handle anything that happens easily. Because everybody wants to help. I want to help.